Hope Uzodinma just clips Tinubu, Oshiomole, Ameachi'S wings by TJ Agidi. When on Friday evening, the news broke that the Imo governor, Hope Uzodinma, had just assented to the bill repealing the Imo governors and speakers' pensions and privileges law number 5 of 2007 in his state, initial feelings that crept through me were those of disbelief, surprise and shocks. The fear that the governor may have just committed a costly political blunder and acted in ignorance took over my thoughts, and I believe I am not alone in this. It's obvious that Senator Uzodinma has embarked on a coalition mission to strip his national mentors and political allies their rights of pensions in their state, which have been like their state monthly special recognitions to them. Some of those who may henceforth forfeit their pensions rights include President Muhammadu Buhari when he leaves office in 2023, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu of Lagos State, Comrade Adams Oshiomole in Edo, Chibuike Amechi in Rivers, Barrister Raji Fashola, Obong Godswill Akpabio, Chief Timipre Silva, among others. These former governors, who are now of the same APC with Senator Uzodinma, would henceforth live with the moral burdens of continuously collecting pensions from their states as former governors when one of their own is currently celebrating the feat of abolishing that same law in his own state. My personal investigations into the Pensions Act of former governors, their deputies, speakers and deputy speakers in Imo State show that the law was put up by the Imo House of Assembly under the administration of the former governor, Achike Ndewa. The law stipulates a total amount of cash as low as 500,000 naira for a former governor and 300,000 naira for a former deputy governor on a monthly basis, from where they take care of their domestic staff and fuel their vehicles as people who had served their state. My research also shows that Imo State, among all the states in the entire Southeast, was the only state with the lowest amount of pensions paid to their former leaders in the abolished categories. It's on the record that some of these former leaders barely feed themselves today in Imo State. So when a governor who desperately seeks legitimacy and yearns for masses recognition goes on populist activities without due consultations, what you often have is catastrophic explosion. First, blame goes to the Imo House of Assembly and its lousy leadership, who received this bill from the governor as an executive bill and passed it overnight without subjecting it to all due legislative processes. How could have the Speaker, Mr. Chiji Collins, allowed a bill to be presented to him on Thursday night, and by Friday noon his House had passed it through the first, second and third readings, with the governor signing it as a law same night without allowing a critical input into its merits and demerits? What is the rush for, and whose interest is this meant to serve? Let's assume that Uzodinma is seeking to impress the public using this action as his post-COVID palliative. But of what impact is the sum pension of these former leaders with less than 2 million naira monthly make in a haste, where the governor has appointed over 24 commissioners and over 100 senior SAs and SSA put together, with most of them without portfolios yet on monthly salaries? Couldn't the governor prune down his aides and even suspended his recent car gifting to permanent secretaries and judges who annually received such gifts as a way of saving post-COVID-19 palliative? Senator Uzodinma has just unwittingly showed incompetence and cluelessness through his rushed action. It seemed to me like somebody is in a haste to avenge somebody without first considering the wider implication of his vindictive action. If so desperate to deny himself of this pension after office, could he not have made the law for himself without including others as a way of leading the life? How did he not consider that not all in that category today in his state are able to maintain their loan cars and attend to their medical expenses through that monthly stipends. No doubt, a governor who attained office through some questionable means, a governor already in the list of the EFCC answering questions over diversions of federal government money, may have already acquired so much for himself and his future generations that he would not need any monthly pension stipend to succeed. Unfortunately, not all had the opportunity he has. Uzodinma should have just boldly gone after his perceived targets, if any, than taking this unfortunate cloudy route whose only consequences would be tension building in a state struggling to survive an 8-year brutal subjugation under Okorocha and ingratitude to former leaders who served the state. Of course, that monthly stipend is just about only means they are still remembered just before their death. If Senator Uzodinma, who spent a total of 8 years in the Senate of the National Assembly, a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who understands perfectly how laws are repealed and made could go this far in manipulating the Imo House of Assembly into passing a bill without due legislative process just to achieve his yet to be known selfish aims, then how ye that democracy has finally died in Imo and injustice reigns. Oh Imo, here you go again. This is from um, Theodore J. Agidi. Okay, right from the University of Abuja and can be okay. Yeah, that is the person that wrote the article. TJ Agidi. Okay, PhD holder. So guys, you've heard it all. That is the man's concern. That is his concern. Do you know that, I don't know, this guy is trying to preempt. Of course, you know, politicians, they always have a reasons for doing a lot of things. You cannot say defend them. And this guy is already preempting Uzodinma that maybe he has some reason for doing that, which which are unknown, or which is unknown. Maybe they could be numerous, they could be only one thing, but they are really unknown, or it's really unknown the reason why he did all of this. You can't defend politicians. That is one thing. Whatever it is, in my opinion, definitely it will surface and we'll get to know at the end of the day. Of course, you can't really sweep away this man's opinion, what he first feels about this whole thing, because politicians, it's what has been happening before now. So for him to have done that, I think I don't think it's going to really reflect in other states, but that is the right thing to do. Somebody serves for a year, for 4 years at maximum, 8 years. The next thing, they will be receiving a lot of money. See all these people, you know, they have so much blinded minds. We don't even reason. Of course, people still know, but it's just like when you are handicapped of things, these people, they will still use the instruments of the government to suppress the people. Serap has been on this for a very long time. I think they've really won that case. They said they should stop. Fashola, Amechi, and the rest of them, they should stop giving them all those allowances, most especially those ones that are still serving the government, who are still in the public, whatever, that they are receiving double salary. I think that was one of the reasons they brought this issue concerning Saraki as well. They said manner of things, but at the end of the day, we don't even know how everything has ended. Even the one that the Sarap talked about and the court really agreed to that, we don't even know whether they have stopped. I think Fashola was saying that he never received any money and all of that. But why will it be that why did you not come out that time to say, oh, I'm not a party to this, that you are forfeiting it? But nobody said anything. But when Serap won the case in court, Fashola came out and said, yo, no, I've not been receiving that money. These are the areas which these people really, they waste our resources. Tell me, somebody who served 30 years, 35 years, what did they give them? Nothing. And the same, of course, not them, because the House of Assembly that will see they will see pass the law or pass the bill. Are they not fighting for themselves as well? It's unfortunate. This country is only God. That is why when people are tired, are frustrated, they will just say it's only God. A lot of people have come out. The reason why a lot of people are not even come out for protest this day, you know how it usually ends. the so-called people that you are even protesting with, before you know it, they start withdrawing, or the government will use the government instrument to frustrate a lot of people. So that's just my own opinion. Let's hear what Nigerians are saying concerning this man's submission or his article. Someone says here that right on His Excellency Senator Hope Uzodinma, former governor. Governors don't deserve pension because they are not paying anybody when they are in power. Someone said, Mr. Writer, leave Senator Hope Uzodinma alone. He's doing the right thing. Okay, carry go. Someone said, you write out of frustration. This is the best gift ever and is on track. Other states should follow suit immediately. Okay, that is true. Other states should do the same thing. This doctor writer, you are protecting the billionaires that have rendered our state bankrupt. I am surprised. I'm now beginning to change my mind concerning the Supreme Court favored governor. I now believe that governor, that God orchestrated is coming as a governor. Let's see, watch. Okay, a big thank you to the governor of Imo State. Keep it up. Some of them have served in public and civil service before being elected, and after serving out their tenure, they will still be appointed ministers, ambassadors, or re-elected as senators. So they collect pension as retired and public servants, as former. Okay, this is or that, and they are still serving appointees of government. They still get paid. I think this is ridiculous. Kudos to Governor Hope Uzodinma. So guys, that is what people are saying, because normally that is the right thing to do, but now the man is trying to preempt the governor, whether he has a mission, he does not have mission of doing it, but in the eye of the public, it's a good thing. Let's watch and see what will come out of this whole thing. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comment below and let's have your take. Thank you.